Good day everybody. Today I'm presenting on the enterprise I will be consulting for the next 18 months. My client is called Zandilicious and the specific presentation is for the course I'm doing in postgraduate diploma in small business enterprising, small enterprise consulting. I'll be covering on the following points of my client is who is she, who is Zandilicious value proposition, who is her customers, who is the competitors, a bit about her financials, and also areas of development and showing a bit of the pictures in her operations. So who is Zandile? Zandile Agnes is from the Eastern Cape. She's a single mother of two well-respected women in the community called Nyanga. She discovered a passion for business when her aunt started teaching her how to sew, and then she started making business by selling aprons. Her very first transport experience of black female businesswoman, it's not a very easy journey, but her belief is that what you do good for others, you will get the goodwill in return. It led to her competitors, and this is what her feedback is from her clients. This is also what she envisions for her business. Zandilicious towards the exceptional quality service, transport service. She's trustworthy for her clients. She's reliable and honest. Transparency to the client is very important. She believes that a happy child is a happy parent. And also the other important thing is building and maintaining healthy relationships with the schools is a major key factor within the business. And lastly, she creates employment in the community. So who's the customers? When she started off, she first started with the middle income earners, which is the parents, because that's where she started off with the business, which is transporting children from communities from Hulupi, Lower Cross, Nyanga to the school areas around there. And then through word of mouth, there was an organization which is based in Kailicha, which actually not loved, but they heard about her business and the quality she portrays in the community. And this organization is called Ikamfala Bantu. She has a contract with them for the last 2 years. And whenever the moment she drops off the children at school, that's when she goes to the organization and then she delivers service to them. She saw another opportunity where long distance is also one of the key elements that she implemented when not making business while kids are on school holidays. And then she still continues to transport the staff that works in Cape Town. The point in the last point on the slide, which says this is all done through word of mouth, is a powerful quality service, because that is how her business has been growing and this is how the customers know about the business. We're talking now on competitors. So, who is her competitors? Which is basically, we all know in the townships, it's other taxi owners, and she's basically a female, so it's a male-dominated industry. And you also get taxi owners that also does long-distance service as well, which is again a big issue for her. The third one, which I mentioned, there was government buses, because we do get, the buses that's implemented by the government, and it's actually free. So she has a price that she gives to her clients, but these buses basically subsidize those prices, so that's also one major competitor. And then the schools also own their own transport system. And then lastly, Uber, which we all know, which is a bit expensive, but they also have their price included in there. So when I was speaking to Zandil, firstly, she does not have a financial system. All she has is that she has a separate bank system compared to a personal banking system, and that's all that she has. There's no accounting, she doesn't have any invoices, so we'll be working on some basic financial systems that she can be able to manage and understand as well. Secondly, improvement in operations. What that means is that the demand for a company, it's so high, but there is no other person in the business that can basically assist her. She's a sole trader, and she doesn't have a partner that can. The third one is expand Zandilicious tours market. So when I was mentioning about our competitors, there's basically other opportunities where a business can venture into, which is tourism. She would love to go into tourism. Again, she doesn't have the capacity to do that. But we will explore later as we go along into the other phase of a business model where we can implement those processes. And lastly, a sustainable model. So when I was mentioning about she doesn't have a financial system, this also impacts her sustainable model because although she's generating income, she also has to identify, a profit and loss comparing to a cash flow and then, the assets and liabilities that she has in the business. But she doesn't know any of those information. She just only knows information about, I've got money, I've got to to spend it, and then that's it. So there isn't a model that can basically tell her, listen, if I can leave, it still runs. So we'll be working on that for the next couple of months as well. So let me give you just a short overview of financials. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I was trying to figure out what she makes per month and what she's basically making for the year. So with the schools, she charges 500 Rand per child for the month, and she has 140 kids. It's basically 35,000 Rand for that month just for school fees. And then during the holidays, no, that's a correction, sorry. Let me go back. So April, we all know the Easter holidays is coming up, so it's going to be less. So then, and then she'll make 35,000. So then when the kids go back to school, it'll be double, which is about 70,000. But in between, when I was mentioning about the other opportunity around the long distance, she more or less makes 9,000 per trip. So that basically covers that. She also mentioned that she tries funerals, which is very randomly. She can't really predict when that happens. And then she charges 2,000 Rand for a trip. And then the contract she has with Ikam Falabantu is 5,600 Rand per month. And then, yeah, so what I did here was just a general forecast of what she makes for the year, based on these different types of income she gets. And then the only expenses that she factored into, the only expenses we could identify was salaries, the petrol, and the servicing of her buses and taxis. And then I do believe that there is still other expenses that she still hasn't factored in, but that is still an area of development. When I was doing this, she did come up with a profit, but yeah, it's not a realistic figure, so we're still working on that. So this is just some proof of who and what the business looks like. There's some kids, there's the people that she transports, that's one of the taxis, that's her with the children, and that's the organization Ikambalabantu with the elders. And that's the end of the presentation. Thank you.